Let's bring on the head coach of the Orange. Every week brought to you by Great Lakes Honda City. Fran Brown joining us now. Fran, always great to chat with you. How you doing today?
I'm chilling. How y'all making out?
We're doing great. So on Monday you said that Steve Angeli was going in for surgery. We saw that he posted on social media that all went well and he's can't wait to get back. I'm sure you've talked to him since then. How's Steve doing? I guess from a mental perspective, following the injury and the surgery.
He's a competitor, so he's doing as good as he could do. Right? He's doing well. He just wants to be here with his brothers. He'll be back tonight. He wants to be on that football field, but he's super supportive of Rickie. Those guys are talking a bunch, and he's doing well though. He's doing as well as you could be doing when you have been when you can't play the sport no more, when it's been pulled away from you.
You've talked at length about the importance of the quarterback being the leader, and that you want it to be player led and not necessarily coach led. Steve Angeli was the leader of this team, and now after 4 games, the leader is on the sidelines. How are the players? How is the team as a whole adjusting to their leader being out and now Rickie Collins taking over?
Rickie's the new leader. Where everybody got to step their game up and do the things that are right and push him into the leadership role the way that he deserves the leadership role. He's always been one of them. It was him or Steve. I mean, if you go back to when we went and picked the quarterback, it was close, right? Steve had beat him out by a little from certain things, but there's things that Rickie does extremely well that most people in the country can't do. So we're excited about Rickie's opportunity. I'm truly excited about him. There's no doubt in my mind that he won't be the leader that we need. We're excited about just the little switch that we got, and it's something new, something that'd be good for us all. We all need to go through some change and some adversity, right? That's the only way we'll grow. That's the only way we'll really grow as a football team. So I'm happy that this is happening for us right now.
It's a popular question that we've been getting. I will ask it to you, and the question is this. Will the offense look different with Rickie Collins running the show? And I don't expect you to tell us how if the answer is yes, because I know you don't want to give away any secrets, but will the offense look different to us on Saturday against Duke, or will it look pretty similar to what we've seen with Steve Angeli out there?
No, we switched the offense. We're going to power our right, wishbone. Nah, it's the same. It's going to be the same offense. They're the same guys. It's going to be the same thing. That's how we were able to compete and figure out who was able to do what because of those guys. So it'll be the same. I'm hoping it's the same. Hopefully we can score more points now, right? That's the plan. I want to be able to score more points. We want to be able to run the ball better. We want to be able to pass the ball better. We're hoping that we continue to get better. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback. We're still the same football team. It's just the next man up mentality. There have been people stepping up at different spots, right? B.J. Long and Barry Buxton, Cornell Perry, all those guys stepped up because Deuce Chestnut didn't play, right? So when there's different things that's going to happen. Everybody got to step up. It doesn't matter who's in. You're old enough, so you're good enough to control that position that way that it was played before you got in. Your job is to make it better, right? Like when I took this job, I didn't take this job to be the same or to give me some time before we can get it rolling. No, your job is to come here and be better. That's why we picked you and got rid of whoever else or whoever else got hurt. Cool, that's great. Cool, they got hurt, but your job is to come in and do a better job than them, so that way it can continue to be your job.
That's a great saying, Coach. I got yelled at for saying that. You want the quarterback that comes in to be better than the last guy, no matter who it is. I got some pushback on that. Coach, when you have a running quarterback, is the offensive line, is it more difficult for them to maybe, do you have to hold your blocks longer? Does anything change for them?
I'm not sure. We don't got a running quarterback yet, so once we get a running quarterback, I'll tell you that. But it's I guess maybe sometimes you can hold it long. It just depends on how they gel together in practice and stuff like that, right? I can't really tell you that until we get that type of quarterback. But we sling the ball, so we got running backs to run the ball, then we got quarterbacks to throw the ball to the wideouts, so the wideouts can end up running the ball. But I want my quarterback to sling the rock, right? We don't like quarterbacks that run the ball all the time.
Coach, you said that, you want the quarterback to be better than the last one and the coach to be better than the last one and whoever's filling in to be better than the guy before him. Totally understand that. This is Rickie's first start, obviously, as you know, first start since high school in 2022. It's been 3 years since he started a football game. With that being said, do you have a certain message to him this week in terms of trying to play within yourself, and he's excited at the opportunity, but trying not to do too much? I guess what are your expectations for him in this first week, first start for him in 3 years?
To trust is everybody in the organization, to trust and know that we got your back, we love you, we care about you. Now go out there and compete. You've been playing football since you've been 5 years old. Go out there and try to find a way to help us have one more point than them at the end of the game. Stay focused, lock in, move on. Whatever happened that play was that play. Move on to this play. Don't worry about the next play. One play mindset at a time, and he'll be straight. I mean, he know we believe in him. We love him. Like, we care about him. We want to see him succeed, right? So he should be straight.
Can you talk about the growth of your defense, too, from the Tennessee game to the Clemson game? It seemed in the Clemson game they were making tackles that they maybe didn't in the Tennessee game. Can you talk about the growth of your defense?
They made those tackles that we didn't make in the Tennessee game, right? Open field tackles, just playing all together, everybody on the same page, not having a lot of MAs, right? The more MAs you got, the worse the defense looks. But as those MAs start to shrink and guys run to the ball more, you play better. Like when you watch Duke, they do a really good job at eliminating MAs, and they all run to the ball. So we're about to go against a good defense. So now it's defense first defense. Let's see who can play the best.
You mentioned Duke, and that's obviously the opponent coming up on Saturday. We had Wes Durham on the show earlier in the week. He'll be calling the game for the ACC Network, and he reminded us that Duke is averaging better than 7 yards per play. This offense is explosive. I don't need to tell you that, but they're scoring points. They're moving the ball. What stands out to you most about this Duke offense that you're going to see?
I think their offensive line is really good. They play well together. They got one of the better quarterbacks in the country. They spread the wealth in the running back room, and all their receivers can play. They got a legit offense. The tight end is good. They just have a legit, powerful offense. They're high-powered. So it's going to be pretty fun to compete against those guys. And then from a defensive perspective, the D-line is really good. They got 2 defensive ends that can play well. They got D tackles that are good. They rotate in. Number 12 is a really good player. And their secondary, they already had a guy that was All-American coming back preseason, and he's playing well. And the safety, number 8, Deshaun Stone, I think he's really good. He's a really good football player. So we got our hands full in the dome, though, right? So our fans and the parents and everybody that's here this weekend, we're going to make sure that it's loud. So then that way we get a couple flags to go our way.
I was going to bring up the crowd, sold-out crowd, with it being family weekend, as you mentioned, parents' weekend. Do we in the media make too much of that? Like, sold-out crowd. Does it matter, I guess, to the players, the coaches, when you come out and it's, the house is full? I would imagine that helps the home team, but, I don't want to put words in your mouth. So does it matter, Coach, when there's a sold-out crowd?
I love seeing people there. I love people watching from home. I just love the game being on and being televised. And I love people being there so everyone can see our players play, to see how well they're doing, that they're getting better, that you can see them constantly progressing every week. It's important that they do that, but it's college football, so a packed house is fun for both sides, right? It was important last week that it was packed when we went to Clemson. It just lets you know that people want to see you play. They want to be there. They like what you're doing. So having a packed house means a lot. It means the world, especially here in Syracuse. And we're so thankful. There's so much gratitude sent out towards everybody that'll be there, that's coming. It means a lot to have everybody at the home games.
How much does that play into recruiting, too? And you've got recruits there and that stadium's full.
How much would it play if you guys was trying to get me to come and work on your show? If I look at all the rankings and how many people are watching and how many people's on there consistent like that all plays a good part, right? It's the same thing. It means a lot when they can see it's packed there. Cool, this is a place I want to go to. I like that. People don't want to go to the game where there's 16,000 people. right? You want to be at a sold-out crowd where every seat's full, right? Where it's hard to get in. That's where you want to be at, because after that game, usually when the home team is able to have at least able to win one or more points, it's probably going to be a great night out in that town that night also. So this is a great atmosphere here in Syracuse, especially after a home win. I mean, it's extremely exciting outside. There's so many places to go out and eat here. There's so many places to go party, and it's a safe atmosphere also. But then when you look at Sunday mornings, breakfast all over the place. You go to church, you go to breakfast. It's a great atmosphere here in Syracuse. It's a lot going on, and it's a great place to be.
Along those lines, Coach, do you have to talk to the players at all about managing success and coming off an enormous win against Clemson, and now you're home and, Duke's 1-0 in the conference, you're 1-0 in the conference. Whoever wins this game is going to be one of probably 2-0 teams in the conference after this week sitting atop the rankings. Do you have to talk to the players about managing success, or is that where, the foundation has been built and the philosophy and the Dart philosophy comes into play where, once that's ingrained in them, you don't really have to address it?
It's a mixture of both. You hope that I don't think the culture's strong enough where you naturally don't have to bring it up. I think it's a mixture of both, but because of the culture that we've instilled already, guys naturally know it's a part of it. When I'm saying Sunday, 6 o'clock, it's dead, it's over, move on. So by the time you get in the building on Monday, there's not much you hear about it. Tuesday is kind of gone. You may see people throwing stuff, whatever they got on the outside, but it's kind of, you don't bring that up. That has nothing to do with what we're doing now.
All right,
Duke's coming here to play.
Yeah.
Duke's coming here to play football. They're a good team. They're a tough team, and they're coming to try to take our money.
And along those lines, Coach, last one from me. What does this game ultimately come down to on Saturday from how you see it?
Just takeaways, and big plays. We could eliminate. We don't have any takeaways, and we get a lot of big plays. We can get takeaways and eliminate their big plays. We'll be fine.
He did both those things very well last week. 2 turnovers forced against Clemson. I think you held him to 3 explosive plays of 20 or more yards, and you come out of there with a win. First win, obviously, for the Syracuse program down there in Death Valley. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time. We'll see you over at Myers Creek tonight, and best of luck on Saturday.
I appreciate it. You guys be safe, Stephen Paulie.
All right, you as well. Fran Brown joining us here on the show, brought to you every week by Great Lakes Honda City.
Wins every time.